Vital to safety in railway travel is the work of repair and maintenance gangs.
Routine track maintenance was historically a very risky business. Through the last quarter of the 19th century, an average of 480 workers were killed on track every year. By the 1950s, the annual toll was still dozens. Today, it's one or two. The introduction of continuous welded rail and increased mechanisation, resulting in fewer people going on track, has helped to drive that improvement. Safety also commands more attention these days. That said, one or two is still too many. Could this then be the next step forward? It has all the features of a well-equipped workshop, 2 hoists, assorted power supplies, storage space for tools and materials, and welfare facilities. But all this is on board a train, and in the safe haven of the next vehicle is the track to be worked on by the maintenance team. It's called a Mobile Maintenance Train, or MMT for short, and has already been adopted on several European railways. The idea behind it is to reduce the amount of disruptive access needed for routine engineering work by creating a fully protected area for it to take place in, allowing train movements to continue on the adjacent line whilst reducing workforce risk. The ultimate aim is for the train to work in section without the need for a possession. Either way, significant efficiency improvements come with it.
This train effectively allows some work activities which might have taken 3-4 shifts to complete to be completed in one shift. So obviously you take the example of lighting. You don't need to put out lighting or set outside lighting. As soon as you arrive on site, you flick a switch and you've got your site very well lit. In terms of taking your materials, you don't need to take it out shift beforehand. The train takes all your materials with you, and similarly takes all your scrap back with you to depot as well.
The train comprises 3 vehicles: a traction and supply unit, where the welfare and workshop facilities are located, an intermediate car with storage areas, including a well beneath the floor for rail, and the maintenance unit itself, with hoists linking it to the intermediate car. It provides a 16 by 3 metre working area with sidewalls that can each be extended outwards by up to 60 centimetres where the 6-foot and nearby structures allow. It's a far cry from the old night shift routine.
We'd turn up at the depot, load the vans, drive to site, offload the vans onto bogies, push the bogies half a mile and a half down the track, start work. All that's gone. It's taken away all the manual handling. Everything is at hand. The first 2 weeks we came out on the train, it threw it down constantly, every night. We were bone dry.
We'll be looking at changing closure rails, so up to 45-foot rails, including rail welding. We'll be looking at changing insulated block joints, changing the rail pads underneath the rails, between the rails and the sleepers. We'll be looking at parking the train over S&C and doing minor S&C works. So a full range of activities that will be normally delivered by conventional manual means.
Maintained and operated by Colas Rail, a fleet of 8 mobile maintenance trains will be arriving over the next 12 months from Germany, where Roble manufactures them. They'll be based at depots in the East Midlands, on the East Coast Main Line and across the South East.